This week's Parsha of Mishpatim discusses the counting of the Jewish people and the requirement of giving a half shekel. The pasuk says, "The rich shall not pay more, and the poor shall not pay less than half a shekel." This leaves us with the basic question of why. Why specifically does everyone need to give half and not a whole? The basic answer is like this: we can never be a whole until we are a half. Our credentials, talents, and strengths are not meant to be the answer to it all. You alone are never the complete remedy. Complete remedy, solution, and outcome is based on connection and unification, and that can only happen if we make room for each other. Until we realize there is no wholeness without each other, and that the oneness of the world, the oneness of Hashem, can only be reflected through the piece of the puzzle we each hold individually when we merge together. When we become one through the bonding and loving of each other, only then can the problems be solved and the outcome be complete. But I'm going to tell you something even deeper that I believe is essential in understanding your mission and your life. If you know everything and have everything and don't need anyone, you will never get to rise into the greater version of yourself. You will never face the mirror of your true self. No one is born complete. We are born incomplete. Incomplete in our mission, but we are always complete in our worth. We are here to fulfill that mission and do our dues, because there is no greater pleasure than expanding who we are and becoming the higher version of ourselves. That is our mission, to become whole. How do we become whole? We learn to grow into the fullness of ourselves within the structure of relationship. If you were born feeling totally whole, you most likely wouldn't have the drive to pursue a relationship and then commit yourself to one. If you think about attraction, we are always drawn to someone who has the opposite energy as us, who compensates for our lackings. People will often describe other relationships as they balance each other out, or opposites attract. This is usually how attraction and relationships work. Why? Because without having lack, we do not have the drive for that unification, for that coming together. If we were born whole and feel complete, we would not have that automatic drive to find a way to feel whole. Hashem designed relationships to manifest through the lens of our psychological brokenness and lacking. If someone is painfully shy, they will likely be drawn to someone overly loud. Someone with no opinion will often be drawn to someone who has too much opinion. In these two examples, both natures are imbalanced and need individual growth to allow for the relationship to morph into a healthy dynamic. Without the growth, there will be much pain, misunderstanding, and hurt that will constantly be resurfaced. Relationships are the playing field for you to grow into the whole person you are meant to become. The magic of being a half is that it becomes the engine that propels you into a relationship with such force and determination in the hopes you will finally feel complete. The problem is that after the initial euphoria of the relationship dwindles, the individual voids in both people become highlighted even more than before they entered the relationship. And without each person working on individual growth and internally filling their own voids and overcoming weaknesses, the relationship will never have the chance of coming back to its original excitement and high. Why do we need to be a half shekel? Because there's no unification without lacking. As we say in every Borei Nefashos, Rabos v'chesronan, great is our lacking. We see this as a praise to Hashem, thanking Him for the voids we need filled, because it is only through void that we enter into unification with one another, allowing us to face ourselves, fill those voids, and then re-enter relationship with true desire and true capacity to really be in it to give. Then we model Hashem, who created us in His image, for He is the Tov Umitiv, the ultimate giver. Only through our half shekel experience can we truly morph into the wholeness of ourselves, and then give with realness and authenticity to each other, and then merge the world into the unification it is destined to be.